Quarantine Cam, day 50. Unless I have lost count somewhere along the way, which is entirely possible, we have officially reached day 50 of Quarantine Cam. Day 50 of shelter in place, day 50 of monotony. That's like half of 100. That is a lot of YouTube videos, that is a lot of Instagram, that is a lot of filming, and a lot of editing. I'm a tiny bit proud of myself, and also a little bit unsure of my sanity at this point, with today being a major milestone along the way to who knows where. Today seems like as good a day as any to discuss the origins of all this going on. Namely, the name. And I'm not talking about the name of Quarantine Cam. If you haven't figured out the origins of the name Quarantine Cam, I don't know where to start, and I don't know how to help you. What I'm talking about today is the name Herbity Productions. I had a friend ask me the other day why the name Herbity Productions, and I think that is a great question. I'm sure it is a question that has been burning on the lips of all of you this entire time, and I'm glad someone finally had the courage to come forward and ask it. I am looking forward to answering it today. I believe the best place to start this narrative would be in the little town, rural Minnesota, Sleepy Eye. The year was between 2005 and 2010, most likely. I can't remember the exact date. My brother and I both lived in Sleepy Eye with our fam bam, and the winters were long and we were bored. At some point on a long, cold, wintry day, we decided what better thing could we be doing than making videos. Those videos did eventually make it up onto YouTube, and we had to come up with a name for a YouTube channel. I remember at some point I was putting in the credits at the end of a video that included the name of a YouTube channel that we hadn't even named yet. So I decided to put in something that was a space filler, like blah blah blah. Well, the thing that popped into my head at that moment to fill that space was Herbity Herbity Herbity. The actual origin of the phrase Herbity 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 comes from like 10 years earlier, family friend and an inside joke, but that story is a little bit too winding to get into tonight. Shout out to Mary Keeley if you're out there, you're part of the story. Anyway, the basic meaning of the phrase is similar to blah 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 or hamana hamana hamana. It basically came to be as an alliteration of hamana 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 when you don't know what to say. Anyway, basically a meaningless phrase that fills space. Back to naming the YouTube channel, I originally put it in the credits as a space filler, but then when we went back and watched the video, it actually seemed like it had a little bit of a ring to it. Herbity Herbity Productions. Sounds good. Turns out we posted that first video and never ended up changing the name of the YouTube channel. So for about 10 or so years, it lived on as Herbity 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 Productions. Basically, we don't know what to call it. Productions. Of course, now that we had an official name, we had to come up with a logo. Enter this cool boy. Notice the cool peace sign that he's sending you. Super cool guy. Also, because we were using Windows Movie Maker to do all the editing, we didn't have any graphics and made our own handmade graphics for intros and outros. I couldn't actually find the intro slides today, but I did find the outro slides. These were the original slides from those original YouTube videos. I'd end each video with a time-lapse of me writing these out. Same mascot guy, but with significantly less detail because I had to write him out in about 30 seconds for the time-lapse. Anyway, that was how Herbity 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 Production came into place. Eventually it just got shortened down to Herbity Production just because it rolls off the tongue a little bit easier, and so far it is stuck. I've kind of scrapped the logo and don't really have one right now, but that's where we're at. That has been a lot of talking for just another day on Quarantine Cam. I hope that you keep looking on the bright side, I hope that you are getting outside, breathing lots of fresh air, and I hope we get out of this quarantine thing soon.